Hello and welcome, guys. I'm here inside of Tea and Poets with Joaquin Ortiz. How are you, Joaquin?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for asking.
My name is Evan Wimberly, Bronx native, born in New York. Came out for the 6th anniversary, had a blast.
Have you been here the entire 6 years, or did you come on a little later?
Almost 4 of the 6 years. Yeah.
I'm super excited because I've been coming here since it opened, since I was in middle school.
How are you feeling about your 6-year anniversary?
I feel great. Feel like we accomplished something amazing. We couldn't have our 5-year anniversary because it was the middle of COVID last year, so we had to just skip that and have the celebration here for our 6th-year anniversary. I feel accomplished. Feel like we really created something special and that the community receives us so well. The mall is not the busiest mall. People come to Sunset Place, not for Sunset Place, but for Tea and Poets. That's a great feeling.
How is it that you guys keep staying on top?
That's a really good question. So we stay on top at Tea and Poets by connecting with our community. We host anywhere from 25 to 30 events every single month, whether it's band nights, poetry nights, pottery classes, book releases. We try to stay as connected to our community as we can and not depend on the foot traffic of the mall to stay open and be successful.
Yeah, you told me the other day you'd be coming back today, but you didn't.
I came home many a times in the back of a police car.
Gosh dang it, Courtney, you're interrupting our interview.
Vegan cookies are so good. Courtney was actually, we were Courtney's very first vendor ever. And since starting with us, Courtney has worked her butt off and bought her own house. Courtney's cookies.
That's a walking legend, right?
That is a walking legend. That's a success story. And honestly, you know, someone like Courtney and her small business is one of the reasons why we created Tea and Poets, which is to foster the community of young entrepreneurs. You know, around all the outside here, we have 20 plus different local vendors. Behind the bar, great example, these cookies are from a local vendor, a local business, and we want to support that. We want to promote that. And she is a great success story to show why Tea and Poets exists. I treat her exactly like I treat everybody, and I try to be as true and as genuine with people as possible. I will always treat you like family. We make sure in our interview process to ask questions that show us who the person is, not so much how much they know about tea.
A little bit about me. I studied opera in college.
Or coffee. We actually don't ask any questions about tea or coffee in an interview, and a lot of people are like shocked at that. Like, oh, I studied coffee or I studied tea for this interview. Like, no, we're not going to ask you anything. I can teach you coffee or tea, but I can't teach you to be a good person.
What about your position here?
So I work the sales here, and I'm basically in charge of keeping an eye on the floor, making sure everything looks clean and organized.
I can't teach you to be caring. I can't teach you to be, weird and goofy and quirky, and that's what we look for here.
Organized, interacting with the community. People that come in, have a good time, and we can just share that experience together, poetry and music.
No, we're equals. We're humans. We're here to connect through Tea and Poets and our love for what Tea and Poets has given us, whether you're a vendor or a patron or the owner.
So we got a little disrupted, but one last question. I kind of did want to go back to the conception of Tea and Poets.
I created Tea and Poets because I wasn't the best kid. I came home in a cop car a few times. I come from divorced parents, and I was that adolescent who was angry at his mom and angry at his dad, and I was a troubled youth. And I wish that I had a space like Tea and Poets to go to after school, or to go to on the weekends, so I wasn't out doing stupid stuff on the weekends. So I knew that I want to kind of incorporate all the things that were really dear to my heart, and then create a space where if I was a bad kid, I could go to hang out and keep me out of trouble. And so that's kind of what it is. It's
Congratulations on your 6 years.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Many more.
Yes.
Yes.
It's another 6.